We're going to continue on the biohacking tips number 14. Biohacking tip number 14, white rice is dead food. We're going to go back to the enzyme factor written by the gastroenterologist surgeon who treats colon cancer and with diet. Yes, a surgeon that actually treats colon cancer using diet, not just surgery. So reading from this book, he says, recently, many people have started reducing their rice intake because they believe carbohydrates will make them gain weight. However, it is a mistake to think that rice will make you gain weight. 40 to 50% of my entire diet consists of grains. Because my meals are well balanced, I never gain weight. So the myth of we're debunking the myth. Current research is saying about you gotta get rid of carbohydrates. Rice is terrible for you. Grains are terrible for you. Well, for 3,000 years, people have been eating grains, okay? And the human population is still alive. So if it was terrible for us, why are we still flourishing? So it's a myth. Don't believe the myth that rice is harmful for you. Grains are harmful for you. They're not. The reason why you're reacting to grains is not because grains are bad for you. It's because your immune system, your digestive system is messed up. So instead of fixing the problem, people are telling you the wrong information. They're saying that, grains are terrible for the gut, blah, blah, blah. It's not grains are terrible for the gut. For billions, how many people are in China? Billions of people are eating grains every single day. It is a staple. Not just China, in Asia, how many billions of people are eating grains every single day, right? So now here, he says, Dr. Shinya says, my staple food, however, is not the polished white rice people normally eat. So it's not white rice. It's brown rice, to which I add about 5 other grains, such as rolled barley, millet, buckwheat, quinoa, amaranth, oatmeal, and whole oats and bulgur. I mix these other grains with brown rice and have this as my staple food. I choose unrefined fresh whole grains, all organically grown. Yes, barley, buckwheat, what are all these? Supposedly have gluten, right? And we have this gluten scare these days. But a lot of these grains have gluten, or possibly, I believe barley. Most of them actually don't. Brown rice doesn't have gluten. It only has gluten when it's contaminated in the processing plants. But all of these grains that so many people are saying don't eat grains these days because it irritates your intestines, it's a myth. It's a lie. So it doesn't matter what current research shows. Thousands. Now again, do you want to listen to years, like just a couple years ago research, or do you want to listen to 3,000-year-old research that says grains are great for you? Grains are a staple. 40 to 50% of my diet is also grains too. My family, the Asian culture, all 40 to 50% is grains. So don't believe in the myth. This is a biohacking tip. It's not the grains that are making you fat, all right? It's probably the fried chicken. That's what's making you fat. But it's also the animal protein that's making you fat. Animal protein may help you lose weight initially, but it's causing inflammation within your gut, which therefore how many of you have tried all these different diets and you lose weight and then you suddenly stop losing weight and then you still eat the same way and your weight comes back? Well, it's because the food that you're eating is generating inflammation, okay? This is based on 3,000-year-old research done on people, right? And so the enzyme factor, again, stop. White rice is dead food. Then we're not talking about white rice. We're talking about grains, brown rice, complex carbs, quinoa, oatmeal, barley, millet, buckwheat, all of these, okay? Add them into your diet, and if you have problems digesting them, it's not because of the grains, it's because of your gut. So you got to fix your gut so you can digest these better, okay? So don't use grains as a scapegoat. These days, people are using grains as a scapegoat, that's saying, that's what's irritating your gut. It's just think about it. the whole medical industry is putting all these myths. It's like, okay, if you have a problem, if you have a kidney problem, let's just remove your kidney, right? It's the mentality of removing things instead of fixing them, getting them to work better. Our bodies were built perfectly by God, and we don't have excess organs. So just because something excess goes wrong, part of your intestines goes wrong, the solution is not to remove that part of the intestines. The solution is to figure out why it went wrong and help restore it, reverse it, right? So if grains are it's the same concept. If grains are upsetting your digestive system, don't remove the grains. Find out why it's irritating your digestive system, right? So instead of making grains the scapegoat, right? So if you need extra help, I know nutrition can be very confusing, complex, but at Achieve Integrative Health, we specialize in helping people restore their organ function. So give us a call,